The next technique I'm going to show you is called coiling. Let's take another bit of clay. Let's see. Let's start with maybe, another palm-sized amount. Now, coiling is a way of building on top of something that you've already made to make it taller or bigger, and it's just building up those walls, maybe once you've already used up what was already there. So the first thing to do is to roll a sausage. And you want that sausage to be even. So what I tend to do is start in the middle and then spread my fingers out as I go along. It'll take a bit of a while, but you want to do it properly. Now, what's going to happen is if we get our pot back, this sausage is going to sit on top of here. So you want it just slightly larger than the width of your top rim. So for me, that's about 1.5 centimeters. So let's see if we can get that a bit wider. Yeah, I think that'll do it. That looks quite good. Now, you're going to want your cup of water for this. So clay likes to stick to clay that's wet. You can't stick wet clay onto dry clay, and if you ever let something dry out, then you won't be able to use it. So every time you finish making something, you need to wrap it in plastic, either a carrier bag or a bit of plastic that maybe came with your clay kit, and just keep it protected until you're finished. And when you're finished, you can leave it unwrapped to dry out. But until then, make sure you're always covering it up. Now, in order to stick clay to clay, we use something called the scratch and slip method. So for this, you're going to need a fork. And the scratch part, you want to make lines one direction around any edge of something that you want to stick to something else. And then go back over and score it in the other direction. So you should have a crosshatch like this. Now the next step, using either your sponge or brush, get some water, and not loads. You don't want it soggy anywhere really but the edge, but get some water on there. And make sure it's nice and damp. And we're making kind of a slurry, like a mud here. And that slurry is what's called the slip. So you can also make some separately with just some clay and some water, and you can brush it on. But I find it's easier when coiling to just use water straight onto the pot. I'm just scratching it again with a fork to make more of that slurry, and that form lots and lots of glue to help this coil stick to the top. Perfect. Now normally, say I had 2 coil pots that I want to stick together, I would scratch and slip both edges and seal them together like that. But with coiling, you don't really want the coil to get wet. It's just a lot easier to stick it straight onto the top. So it's just to attach the first bit of the coil to this. So what I'm going to do is take one end of the coil and I'm just going to wiggle it, pressing quite hard against the first bit. Now with scratching and slipping, when you wiggle, you'll suddenly feel it stick and then you know it's attached. Now I'm going to pull this coil straight on the top all the way around until it meets itself again, and I'm just going to cut that off and stick that there. Okay, now as you can see, that coil doesn't look like part of the pot really yet. So here's what you do. We're going to smooth and smudge the outside of the coil down into the pot. Now use a finger on the inside to support it, and maybe use your thumb to just smudge that in. And you want to go all the way around, just smudging that down. Okay. And then pay a special bit of attention to where the 2 coils joined and make sure that those are nice and attached. And now on the inside you can see it's still not really attached there, so if you went down on the outside then on the inside you want to smudge up. And you might struggle with the inside, so that's where you can get your spoon back again. You know, smudge like this, just scrape it all together. And what you're doing is making sure that that's part of the pot now, that coil's attached. Look it around. You can even do that on the outside if you like. Remember to scrape down. Okay. There we go, the pot's slightly taller. Now, we're going to go around and do that again. It's quite important to make sure that the top is even, otherwise anything you put on top of it's going to be uneven as well. So we'll just go around and just make it nice with a finger. And then, same thing, scratch, slip, and put coils on. And you can build up really, really tall like this. You can go quite high. So I'm just going to show you how you would make the pot bigger or smaller, because I made my edges straight, but maybe you might want you know, a vase shape with a belly or a shoulder, or you might want it to go straight in. So the way to do that is to take your coil, and rather than making it the exact same size as the top was already, what you're going to do is, if you want it smaller or to go in, you make the coil not so small it fits inside, but just slightly smaller than the one before it. And you can see how, once you've dragged all of this up, that's going to start bringing the top in. And the same way, if you want it bigger, then you make a coil slightly wider. And then you can see when you smudge this, you would probably have to smudge that down in that case. But once you smudge that down, it's going to get wider. If you go too wide, too fast, then the whole thing collapses. So just be a bit careful of that. And also, if you keep going smaller and smaller and smaller, eventually you won't be able to get the spoon or your finger inside, so watch out for that too. So that's coiling. And next I'm going to show you how you can make a handle or a spout and then a lid.